Hey Dave, want to show you the product here, the prototype. So this is a pole and a base that I found online, found the manufacturer. They have different sizes of bases and poles. This is working really great. Um, Looks like they will do white labeling and stuff like that. So this would be something I could just get from them or somebody else potentially, but don't really have to worry about this portion of the device, I don't believe, because while I tape these together just to be, not difficult while I'm working on things, these easily come out and also are firm when they're in. So it'd be real easy to take one of these poles out, add a pole to have different, levels of catching the ball for different either size people or just practicing different ways. But this is the prototype. You know, I took a rubber PVC from Home Depot, about a 4 inch coupling here. Create some slits in here that would be able to adjust for different size balls. This is just a little bit too small. Probably need when I customize for manufacturing, get the find a perfect size, but this needs to be about almost just about a tenth of an inch wider. So just create the male part here, then go straight inside here. Pretty easy, boom. And I also just kind of reinforced the outside of the rubber with this agility cone that I cut to make it about this size. This size seems to be really solid. So you put this right here, and then this can accommodate multiple size balls. You could put this peewee ball for about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 year olds in here, and it works real great. And you probably adjust the size for this for them. Could also potentially, as you see, if we made this a little bigger, this would start to go in a little bit too deep. So we could maybe make it so where this side is smaller, and you put it in here, and this side would be the peewee size ball. That could be pretty cool. And then we have the junior size ball for flag football in middle school. So this fits perfect. This is actually kind of the perfect size for this ball. Although if this were a little bit bigger, it'd be perfectly fine. And again, it goes in, it will stay in. You're not having to worry about it falling out. And then when someone comes to get it, the release is really slick. Not a lot of friction there. The base isn't falling over without really anywhere. And if this were just a little bit stronger of a piece, that would be no problem at all. Just pulls right out and goes in. You set up for your route. You running, and boom, you catch it here and you tuck it in. Right, just to show you again one more time. Comes out real easy. And this is the high school, college, and pro size ball. And this is why we need this to be a little bigger. So when I get this in, I can get it in pretty tight, and that's fine. Works, and it will hold it. But as you'll see, it doesn't take too long. I think by the time you go back and set up for your route, this thing will probably have already popped out. As you see, in about 3, 2, 1, there it goes. Second off, but you get the idea. That's just because it's just a little bit too small. As you saw in the junior size ball, if we have room for that to be accommodated and for this to be accommodated for a little bigger, but still, it's in there really tight, so I can hold it, and it's still not, bringing down this device. This is the problem. Again, I think if this, you can see this is leaning. If I could make this sturdier beyond duct tape, then I think this will be fine. See, if I just put a little more pressure there, this whole thing is fine. But this wants to tip over. I think we could easily fix that with a better manufactured piece. But still, even getting this in pretty tight, we're getting this ball out pretty frictionless without the device falling over. Just to show you real quick, basketball. Could be for kids, could use this for basketball. I don't know that if a bigger device were built, if it would be too top heavy, but there is potential here for basketball with a different size device, I believe, or for kids who are learning could use that smaller ball. Then the last thing, I think with the device that we already saw, or there's a handoff apparatus that simulated the fingers almost. I think the problem with that, and where I think we can really differentiate ourselves, is that if there's those fingers are going to get in the way, right? So if those fingers are there and we go to grab the device, we're going to grab the whole thing. We're going to pull the device into us. So that's not good. We also have the potential to poke our fingers into that device or jam our fingers into that part of the device, which would be a real disincentive for the end user to want to be able to reach and grab and pull it out, right? Because they're going to be afraid they're going to get their fingers jammed or poked. So we want the good stability in the back, as far back as we can go with as much surface area here to be able to grab. And I think that makes a big difference between this device and the handoff simulator apparatus. So just a few ideas I had on that, but also just want to kind of demonstrate the product to you live. And it's really simple. I think it has a really good chance to make this work. Okay, thanks.